Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the AAC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like...
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Back to throw, it's Ivory. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup.
This defensive line has got to do a better job getting pressure on the opposing quarterback. You cannot allow this QB to scan the entire field and have all day to throw. Look, I know this quarterback's good, but this defense right now is making him look like the Heisman winner.
Toss sweep right. Powers through the defenders. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Part in the backfield. It's Fowler. Touchdown, USC! That is the ultimate grab and
No, not that boy Marvin.
You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Marvin, Illinois. No.
He'll bring it out. It's White. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Got the first down and more. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback checking off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this
He got
offense did
stuck.
such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll try the run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Ivory. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just on the eat.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
With the catch, it's Lincoln. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
First down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. USC 7, Ole Miss 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Power football with the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Looking downfield, it's Ivory. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex.
Isabella, where you at?
The route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's
What are you
flying
eating?
across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the right.
Pick it
How
up.
about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch,
What up,
he
dog?
was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your
That's
shot.
what you get.
The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try it again. He's there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The last 2 runs went headlong
And you
into
still
a
gonna
brick
eat 'em,
wall.
fat
Now
motherfucker, be
3rd
quiet.
and 10.
Oh, that you got a point.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh my
His
God.
throw is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the
Well,
back end.
whatever you order from, I don't got it here.
And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Man, I even missed that.
4th down and 10.
That was too
and
easy
barely
right
a
there.
thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him and they convert. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ivory. Coming after it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2
I don't know why I didn't throw it.
You can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this
I don't know why I didn't throw it to him.
This pressure, another sack.
Why didn't I just throw it to him?
Late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out.
I missed it? Bruh. I got it right on the hammer, too. I put that motherfucker right on the motherfucking hammer. Damn.
Ole Miss ready to send
About to make me smack E.
Not a
Real
lot
for
of time
real.
left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game.
Supposed to be a
This
pick,
is an
fam.
important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David.
Supposed to
too,
pick
and
that.
not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Right down the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. The Rebels in the hurry up. Looking to throw at Simmons. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep.
Come on, pick it off.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch.
He's thinking he will get there. You got beat over the top.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like
What's
this
that
defense
bitch?
has got a
Oh.
good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little
Oh, no.
running the football form out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question.
How your mouth watering and you already eating the food, bro? Chill out.
They've just
Just
got to
say what
make
he
the
gives you.
decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Runs through the tackle. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
He should have been a tackle, but I don't know.
Players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people will see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes
Bro,
it's
that
about
was
getting
my,
first
and I
down.
read it so
Make sure I
perfectly.
get an extra set of downs
Oh my
instead of trying to
God.
make those big touchdown runs.
He will step out
And this
of
dude in the
bounds
other
with
league.
nothing for the
That
big
shit should have been my pick. Oh my, that shit should have been house
Well,
to
you
the
wondered
crib.
one of the adjustments they made at halftime trailing
Oh
in this
my.
game was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have
How
to
you don't
press.
make it out
Just
there, bro?
try to get scoring
That's why I'm
drives
confused
together.
now.
Don't abandon the run.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down.
Oh, by breaking the tackle.
Line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And I know he on aggressive.
Physicality wins football games.
But the bum work downfield.
Great balance, and right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run.
You
the
get
football.
close, punch him
And
in
I
the
feel
mouth.
like this guy,
That's
too, is
it.
just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to...
Oh, you already supposed to be out
now,
there.
He's doing some damage on this
That was supposed to be a pick back to the other. We supposed to be going back to the other side of the crib. I don't know what you was doing.
He's a nice weapon in this
I should have been back to the house.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Leaves it with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. looking to pass inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quarterback adapted. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And the defense
No, sir.
is swarming to keep him from getting
Take your
to the
points.
first down.
Take your points.
They'll send out the kicker here.
Number 11 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
That was a big stop right there.
Recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that
Now let's go march.
Sean final. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end, the
How was
difference
your
may
day?
have been that Badgers crowd who heads
So how was
for the
your day?
gates with the win. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Give to the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a one. They'll spot it at the 10.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Yeah. I thought I could get it. I thought I could fucking make it through there.
Pick up at all on that play.
What the fuck is my phone? What the fuck is my phone missing?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Ivory. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a
Nobody was over there. I wasn't gonna throw it. I wasn't gonna put him deep.
Just beautiful, and that's a great.
Force that safety to come down now.
When you make that throw, it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously, not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this: way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab on the right. He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Trojans. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea.
Go down there and score, man.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Mm-hmm. Got a different swagger, man.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good
Same
to
approach.
get points
Don't
on the
work
drive,
down.
David, but chip shot field goals can
Don't work
win you
down
the
all you
game.
want.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out
Look
there
at
this
him fumble.
time and execute a
Oh.
little better on the street.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Runs through a tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel.
Work your way down that motherfucker.
Way to a first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out.
No fast scores.
He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage.
And that's just the argument. I don't know.
Right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end
bro,
the third.
y'all know how well Trevon don't know, but you should know. I'm taking my daughter and I'm leaving. Like,
USA 21, Ole Miss 10.
hey, bitch, you wish you knew you was Denzel having that down.
Trying to pick up a first down.
Oh, I know.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here.
All right.
They'll pick up
Tick,
the
tick,
first
tick.
down and mark
That
it
running ain't gonna do you no good.
Yeah,
Tick,
this
tick,
offense,
tick.
listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get
Tick,
first
tick,
down.
tick.
And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down.
You sneaking
and now
around?
we crank the tempo back up.
I'm gonna have it. Hey, tick, tick, tick. Work your way down. Work your way
The
downtown.
Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
Hey, work your way downtown. I'm gonna let you. Work your way downtown.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's run out
Even though I
of
played
bounds
you
with a
outside,
big
you should have
play
been
on
on
that one, and
all
it'll be
over
a
that.
first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Tick, tick, tick.
Sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on
I
the
don't
day.
care how we win, as long as we get the
something
win.
positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
That's caught. It's Williams.
So you gain speed when there's nobody near you, but you lose speed man up.
Pick up on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
Y'all niggas stay with fast
Gotta be
niggas,
accurate on the throw, too, Reese.
but can't
Nice
stay
job
with
by
slow
the
niggas.
QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Defense wouldn't let him loose there. It was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, tick, 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 boom.
Everybody playing with eye discipline.
That's
They
what
saw
you
the
do, man.
pre-snap motion.
Tick,
They knew
tick,
who had the
tick,
football.
tick,
And you
tick,
saw
tick,
guys
tick,
play
boom.
with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Simmons. He's got it on the
Go.
move.
You, I hate that y'all not there on that. That is like, oh my god, that is like there for the taking.
And defensively,
All you gotta do is come and take
exactly
it.
what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up
let's get
with
it.
a huge fumble recovery.
All right, you get it now.
40.
Let them work. Let them work. Let them work.
20. Touchdown Trojans. Not content to
Let them work.
get the
Let them work.
They scored with the
Get tight down there.
They
You get
pushed
tight
the
down
lead
there.
out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting
Get
back
tight
on
down there.
track and going 2-1.
You get tight down there.
It's nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there.
You get tight down there.
Strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The
Let you
ball's
work.
out.
Let you
They
work. Let you
scoop it
work.
up, take it
Snatch
all
that
the
shit
way
away
back
from
to
you.
the house for 6.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it out.
That shit
It's
away
White.
from him.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes
Think
he
it
just
shows.
has to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
You don't know nothing about that. You don't know about that. That take your soul. Take your soul away. Take your soul away,
The
man.
Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it
And
to
when I
start
take
the
their souls
drive.
away.
They're trying to get to it.
Oh my
And
God.
he was
bro.
hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football.
Picked up-
Timing's been off.
picked up plays
Accuracy
to
hasn't
pass.
been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Simmons.
Oh,
He's got it
that
this
was a
time.
motherfucking. That was a motherfucking
Makes
corner.
a stop at the 29-yard line, but not before
Mm.
he gets 15 on that play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could
Look
be
at
a
this here.
problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Oh, killing me, dude.
Defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
Don't let me click on, man.
Breaking on passes. They've had their number. And
Do
that's
y'all
why they're
do it.
winning by as much as they are.
I get it.
Clock is still running, and they have
Do
to
y'all
get
do?
everybody lined
Okay.
up.
Do y'all thizzle McMillan?
Comes out throwing
Come
on
wherever
first
help.
down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure coming. Took a shot
How do you
as
get
he
that
was
off?
moved. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown USC. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, He could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Unloads it left. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
USC, number 0, with the carry.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's White. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
To the air on first down. Fires left.
No, bro, let me click. What is y'all doing?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass
Damn.
defense.
What is y'all doing?
Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Throws to the tight end.
Oh my God.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like
Y'all don't like interceptions, man.
They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
19.
Next time.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting passes.
You don't like stats, man?
A bunch of extra DBs on the field
What's
to help
up?
them out in coverage.
You don't like stats?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that...
Oh.